Hot toddy. I need somebody to make it pleasant. Do you believe in hot toddies? It's old school, but it works. I do. Except nowadays, nobody makes a hot toddy the way they're supposed to. Hold on, let me put you guys down for a second. Hard Target Pro, it's the caption for me. I'm high as hell. You guys should have seen me last night. Terrible. Hold on. So last night we took one of these, but we took it as a pill. We weren't supposed to do that. Remember, I thought she told us to dilute it in the water. So today what we're going to do is we're going to bite half of this and put it in the water. We're going to shake it up, wait for it to dissolve. So we bit half of one of these. Where did it go? There it is. So I just bit half of this. So half of one of these is 50 milligrams. So that's the half that I just bit. We put it in the water. We're waiting for it to dissolve. Shake it up. This is what I should have done last night. Let's add a little more water. Let's open this bottle of water. And let's add a little more. So we don't get too high, because last night we were way too high. Now let's grab our Tylenol. And let's leave our Tylenol on the bed. This is an edible. We were supposed to put it in the water last night and we didn't. Tastes like weed. Write a damn song. I've written plenty of songs. All right, let's have a little soup. Get rid of that aftertaste. Oh, fuck. Hold on, guys. 2 seconds. It's gonna be a wrap in 15 minutes. We'll see. Y'all know I'm gonna thug it out with y'all every time. Hold on. 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Hold on, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. So I was back at the doctor today. Got my shots, steroid, and a painkiller for my throat. All right. What are some good movies on Netflix, guys? Hi, Edible. Ow. Thank you, David. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Oh, fuck. I just finished Leave the World Behind, and I didn't understand the ending when the little girl made it to the bunker and nobody else did. It didn't show us what happened to anybody else. Ouch. Oh, fuck. Choreographer, performer, entertainer. I don't know what that is. Sex chat. Oh, that sounds crazy. No, thank you. I'm weird about like sex movies. I don't like porn either, so I hope it's not porn. I'm gonna find my phone so I can text you. Yeah, okay. David, I'll DM you my number. Fuck. Unfortunately, I'm Tongan. Well, it's not an unfortunate situation being Tongan. What do I do? Nothing. Since you're trying to be funny. Where's my chapstick? Guys, I've had a really hard day today. Today was a very rough day emotionally. These eyelashes look crazy with all that glue. I've been crying. So I really miss my cousin, and I've been watching this series called 6 Feet Under, and I finished the series today on Netflix. It's a HBO Max show, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's HBO Max. And they licensed it to Netflix. And I finished the series and it got really, yeah, I'm sick. I have strep throat. If you guys want to see how nasty it looks, look. Ah. Ah. All that white stuff is strep throat. And it was worse last night. Hi, Andre. I'm sick. I have strep throat. You know me. You guys, Andre has been in love with me for so long. He really has. And he dropped the ball. Yeah, just like everybody else who had me and dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Yeah. Oh no, that's right, Andre. Oh no. But I've been doing what I need to do, of course, all alone with no help, Andre, to take care of myself. White in your mouth. I know it looks like, I know you love me forever. Should have actually handled me with care. But anyway, could have been him, but guess not. Moving right along. This is why I should never have an edible. Since the first day I saw you at Doolin's yelling at your realtor. Shut up, Andre. Oh my gosh. Anyway. David, Andre says hi. So let me tell you guys something. Okay, so this edible's kicking in and I'm so glad we did it the right way, but like, tell her stop denying my love. No, you don't love me properly, Andre, so it's not me denying your love, it's you not loving me properly. I'm a words of affirmation type of person. You don't reassure me or reaffirm me verbally. I'm also an acts of service type of person, so chivalry, you don't open the door for me. You come stay with me when you need to, but even that's weird, but it's okay. One time for the gummies. Andre, you remember the edibles? I didn't eat the gummies tonight. I ate something different. Andre, shut up so I can focus. It'll be gone in 2 days. You're lying. This is day 3 for me. My doctor said I have one of the worst cases of strep he's seen this season. So today's the first day. Oh, 2024, you're changing your ways. Okay. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Anyway, give you one more chance. Well, your chances have come and gone. You've already shown me what you aren't capable of doing and all the ways you're not capable of communicating or pushing through. But I love you anyway. It's us for life, Andre. Just will never be us against the world. And Andre, I got my claws back. I feel like myself again. Gargle warm kosher salt water. Did that. Drink hot green tea. Did that. Mixed with chamomile. I do them separately. I don't mix them. Anyway, so yep, Bonnie and Clyde until I find a new husband. And we all know that husband won't be you. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so today was really hard for me. I had to excommunicate someone from my life, a friend of mine. I see you claws in red hair, I know, right? But I had to excommunicate a friend of mine, a platonic friend. that was really hurtful because I wasn't heard. And I also have just been, like I said, grief is so, it's not linear. It's up, it's down, it's day to day. And edible aside, strep throat aside, I finished this series today on Netflix called 6 Feet Under. And when the series finale came, which was the final episode, obviously the name speaks for itself, 6 Feet Under. It was about a family who owns a funeral home. And when people pass on that they're close to, they have these moments with them. And in the final 3 episodes, one of the main grieving is definitely a process. Yes, David. And in the final 3 episodes, one of the main characters, who was the brother to the other main characters and son to the matriarch main character, passed away. And they all really struggled with his passing, all the things that they didn't say and ways that they didn't, make him feel loved or accepted. And there's one brother who survived, and he is the most composed, right? And when the other brother passed away is when we saw the strong brother come completely undone. And it resonated with me because my cousin passed, and we all know that I've really struggled with that. And it's really broken me, and not just me, but my family. His passing actually put a lot into perspective in ways that we as a family didn't know. We were broken. And when he passed away, my cousin Christy, who's one of the strongest people I know, it was just really odd seeing her hold it together. And that's a family trait, a Thomas family trait. And I'm not a Thomas. I am a Slaughter. And so I processed a lot differently than the rest of my family. And when this happened in the show, it just hit me so I was boo-hooing, like fucking tears, bro, like snot bubbles and tears, right? And I say all that to say, like, I cried, and I cried because I really have a hard time with my cousin's passing. And I have a hard time with the way that we left off. The last conversation I had with my cousin before his passing was me blowing him off. That was right after my birthday. And I said I would see him in May for our little cousin's wedding. And he was gone 14 days later. And I'm sorry. I failed math twice, so my birthday is March 4th. 24 days later, sorry, because he passed March 28th, and my birthday is March 4th. And he had sent me a text message, and he just said, thinking of you, and anytime you need me, I'm here. And I ignored it. And so this show just reminded me how fragile life is and how fleeting time can be. And then I saw a post on Instagram that said that I have, not me, but this is what the post said, I have a whole new appreciation for the meaning of the word procrastination. And basically it's pompous and arrogant of us to put off today what we think we'll be able to accomplish tomorrow. The arrogance in that is thinking that God owes you another day. He doesn't. And tomorrow could very well never come for you or me. and we think we have tomorrow, we might not. And if I could go back in time, I would not have handled that the same way, you know? The show is called 6 Feet Under. I watched it on Netflix, but it's an HBO show. And it just hit me hard tonight because it was so relatable when I got to the series finale. And if I find myself like the younger sister in the show, because my cousin and I, we were raised like siblings. So I find myself time and again going over all the things I didn't do and all the things I didn't say when my cousin was still here. And if I could go back in time, God, would have done so many things differently. You know, I would have never been so short-tempered. I would have removed my ego and my pride. I would have checked my hypersensitivity and my frustration. I would have never declined his FaceTimes and his calls. I would have responded to the text, and then after that, when he called to check on me, I wouldn't have brushed him off, and I wouldn't have been so pompous or arrogant to think that I had until May 16 of 2021. I would have stayed on the phone. I wouldn't have dismissed him like that. So I just want to encourage somebody, anybody who's struggling with grief or loss or regret, or if you're torn about whether or not to reconcile with a person, you should definitely make that attempt while you have the time. So that's all. So I'm gonna go to bed, but that was heavy on my heart because I just finished the series, and that sentiment really resonated with me, is all. So unfortunately, none of the things would have stopped. Yeah. And that's the hardest part, is knowing that even if I had answered those calls, responded to those texts, handled him differently, not dismissed him, not been so self-consumed that I wasn't capable of receiving or accepting the love that he was trying to give in a moment where I was just so overwhelmed with life and refunding you guys for the That I Am video and my website, not launching properly that day and being in a toxic relationship. I know that wouldn't have changed the outcome, but I do know that would have made me feel like I'd done all that I can and could have in my efforts to show up for my family, So even though I would have never been able to stop what happened, I might have had an easier grieving process. I don't necessarily know if it would have been easier, because losing him it was going to be hard no matter what. Even in circumstances like, so he passed March 28th, Moose passed October 30th, then my grandfather passed January 20th. And so even like with my grandpa, you know, knowing he was almost 90 and he'd been in kidney failure since I was a kid because he donated a kidney to my little cousin Jessica. And then when she hemorrhaged, because he was the only match, right after surgery, he gave her blood. And that threw him into kidney failure, and he was in dialysis for years. So even though we were prepared for his transition, it still wasn't easy. So I can't necessarily say that having a do-over with my cousin would have, I know it wouldn't have changed the outcome, but maybe I wouldn't be carrying so much guilt. I don't know. It's weird. And then to know that he wasn't happy. He was speeding home to tell his wife some disheartening news, and they were on the phone. She was actually on the phone with him during his car accident that took his life. And she actually just had a gut feeling and traced his steps and ended up at his resting place because she had lost contact with him. So to know that he passed in a dark field by himself, while in a state of frustration and rage. But then to be told that he's at peace is just really, it's been really hard. And like, haven't been back home to his gravesite. I'm just not ready to accept, you know, I think that's the hardest part, is just not being ready to accept my new reality. Like, even coming on 3 years without him, it's just like, life just sucks without him here. And I wish I'd never watched that stupid show. You know, on such a shitty day like today that has nothing to do with him, like, he would have been the first person I would have called. So, life is short. And you never know when your moment is going to come, you know? So if you're torn, you don't know, or if you're at odds with people, you just don't know, you know, when your last day or their last day is going to be a thing. So, yeah. So I'm going to go to bed now, but that was just heavy on my heart. So, night-night.